What it is, NASCAR fans, down here from the Turbo Concept in our 2003 PMU Talladega. So welcome back to inside of Talladega itself. We got absolutely the limited time is almost pretty over to do so, as anyways we have new tracks and not the total AI mode as well. We got probably new cars to choose from, and it's time to spawn a car. Looks like there's no new Arcas as well, so probably that the new Arcas has completely changed, as we're probably absolutely crazy things as well. The 1973 car, the Xfinity Ford, has been released. Finally, we have there for our new cars, and probably as many cars as the previous update. That was absolutely for our 1973 car. The 73 car is probably one thing as well. So we currently have any more of the vehicles. The Generation 6 is still absolutely here. We still have the Generation 4 has been completely updated as well, because some sort of loud cars. So the early Generation 6 cars, it should be like this thing as well. So looks like we have Generation 4 cars. Two new cars are probably insane. What about the Chevrolet Xfinity as well? So we still have current Indy cars, because it updates some classic Indy cars as well. This is the Reynard Indy car as well. The Reynard car is probably that I just gonna be going to drive. And probably we're gonna be jumping inside, and it sounds like an F1 vehicle as well. Let's just drive for a test drive as well. The top speed is absolutely 220. I mean, it's 236 miles per hour. I'm probably very sure it was gonna be very classic of this vehicle. And problem is, you can't able to change some schemes, and because you can now insert our custom schemes as well, and it was pretty even possible as well. So I'm pretty sure to get back into the pits, and I'm not gonna be very sure it's very ridiculously fast as possible, and it was probably awesome to do so. And we got our classic Indy cars have added to the game. So it looks like I'm have to stop this for right now. We cannot able to clicking to pace around here for just literally even on. I'm heading back into the pits as really fast as possible. And our Generation 7 cars are just gonna be on our way. 44 seconds, 44.517. If I just completely jump out of the car despawns. It looks like there must be some sort of cylinders out here, and that is, there must be another one, will be that late model, and how the top speed will be 206. Everything of these vehicles will be 206 miles per hour. Even this late model car will be subject to be updated of this video. And the ambulance had just completely drifting around through. And we have some sort of a new tracks as well. We currently have Daytona, Atlanta, Michigan, Bristol Dirt. We have two new tracks as literally possible as well. Two new tracks, three new tracks as well. We got everything as possible. We currently have Atlanta, Michigan, Daytona, Kansas, Charlotte. Three new tracks as Indianapolis, Bristol Dirt, and the Figure 8. We're gonna be doing this for later on. We're gonna be reviewing three old tracks, and we have to do something for right now. And we're gonna be trying to start with Bristol Dirt. Let's time to teleport over here, and we're gonna be doing for one time as well. So we're gonna be loaded out for one thing as well. We have kind of two vehicles as well, but as you can see, there is some sort of a dirt Bristol model as well. So I'm going to be scrolling down for one important thing. It's time to spawn a dirt late model. So we're gonna be trying to drive the thing a little bit as well. But turns out it was ridiculously huge. This track, and I mean like themselves in this place, is becoming huge, and it will be turning itself for a small town. I think this is some sort of, it's becoming a small world. I think the Bristol is becoming so big that pretended to be like a small world. This is potentially ridiculous right now as well. So in our vehicles you can absolutely spin so hard, and I cannot believe this is ridiculously ruined yourself as well. So it's time to return to Talladega, but unfortunately that doesn't release some new tracks. So the next track as well, we're gonna be headed out to the Indianapolis. So we're gonna be making towards like itself. We're gonna be headed towards to Indianapolis, which is going to be great as well. So 3 new tracks, and we're gonna be making some a little bit intense. It's time to use the Reynard car as well instead of the Garage 66, and we don't have any available laps in this track, and we're gonna be trying to make something a little bit fun as well and blast it all the way towards to 236 miles per hour. So I'm not very sure that we're just exploded this one. I cannot believe this isn't gonna be pretty good to use as Indianapolis vehicles as well. You can't able to change some schemes as Indy vehicles as well. There must be a road course open, but looks like we just blast all the way to 236 miles per hour, and it's gonna be something very great to do so. What has absolutely happened? Looks like you're gonna be keeping on spinning as well. Looks like our engine has been overheated sometimes, but I'm probably not sure. It wasn't gonna be recommended to do this. We do not try to hit this anymore as well. We're gonna be changing in towards like tracks as well. We're switching right to Daytona International Speedway, and we're probably not sure that we're going to be finding anything as well. If the game updates, we're pretty sure that new features will absolutely add it as well. So I guess we'll be returned back to Talladega, and because I was wrong. Now we're moving all the way on to figure 8, and which is potentially that we just absolutely move on for this time as well. But how everything is going to be very possible, and it's a remix of Talladega NASCAR Racing 2003 season. It's gonna be time to use as the car of tomorrow vehicle as well. So I'm probably not sure that we're gonna be using the car of tomorrow wing. Well, let's just change the schemes. What is going on out here? So I was pretty bad wrong at this thing. Let's pull out of the pits as well, and we're gonna be trying to take these a little bit as fast as possible. 188 miles per hour. We're set it into top speed. Humor. We just throwing out of the track as well. So inside of the figure 8, we're gonna be completely jumped all the way through back here. So I cannot believe this is potentially ruined, I guess. Instead of a car of tomorrow wing that we're accidentally getting things around through, let's try to use Generation 7 kinds of vehicles and stuff. I'm not sure that we're using the Garage 56. So let's choose the Chevrolet, and we're gonna be using as like this thing as well. And just Daytona, it looks like pretty cursed of these cells as well. We're gonna be seeing for our jump test with a Generation 7 vehicle. So I'm probably not sure that we're not going to be careful around this in the figure 8 selection. And so looks like this is going to be so risky out here. And we're probably returned out to be spinning out as anyways. We have just amount of damage left because it's not going to be okay sooner until we have some sort of full damage. Oh dear, this isn't really good to do so as well. And that's because it's going to be very hard to do this. That must be the finish line. And we're going to be respawning the cars as the Xfinity cars. I think we'll absolutely try to use the Generation 6, the Ford Generation 6 as well, that we're going to be trying to do this out. We absolutely already tried this out. It's very possible as well. And because of the top speed regulations will be 188 miles per hour, which is slightly slow. Cannot be able to be possible to reach about for 200 miles per hour, and because we accidentally did, we're going to be making things a very sure. It's going to be making things a very hard fun as well. Look how the vehicle it is. It turns out to be spinning out. It's hard to do a lap time, but probably we're going to be the end of today's video as well. It was a very stressful thing as well. I don't believe this thing what actually wanted to do. We do not able to change some schemes as possible. And because, you know, we just completely try to fail this thing as well. And so, it's time to head back into the pits as fast as possible. But unfortunately, we cannot able to try this vehicle as always, because this vehicle absolutely always keep on spinning of this for too much, and very too much for this point. So we cannot absolutely going to be going for grip as well, and because I just keep on spinning for this, I'm unable to be saved for so much. It's time to get all the way back in towards the pits as well. And we're going to be saved to the end of this video. All cars have set it right there to 188 miles per hour as well. So, this is the reason that we're ending of this video as so much as well. So, if you enjoy about for these 3 new racetracks in this PMU Talladega, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and click that bell for some more NASCAR content around here, for many much more as well. Thanks for watching and for all your support in today's NASCAR content around here this weekend, or probably this weekday as well. And this is going to be Turbo Concept is signing off as well, that the Garage 56 is going to be rolling down and hit by a tree as well. I'll be seeing you NASCAR fans all later, and probably that I'll be signing off as well. For that, I just literally saying this already.